Oh my god, this tournament is gonna be so predictable. Mercedes Moné and Athena are gonna win it, man. Oh man, this women's tag team tournament is not gonna be worth watching. It's so predictable. Tony Khan, man. Tony Khan's gonna be so damn predictable with this tournament.
What was that? Predictable, huh? Well, I hope you people are eating your words after tonight's Dynamite. Hello, everybody, and yeah, I'm going to give you guys my quick thoughts on Dynamite. I actually decided to give this one a watch because, man, again, you guys know how annoyed I've been with WWE lately, so I tend to come back to AEW every now and then just to catch up on what they're doing. I know they started up a women's tag team championship tournament, and Mercedes had her match today with Athena against Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. My girl from down under. Harley Cameron. God, I love Harley. So, I'm going to give you guys my quick thoughts on Dynamite. And AEW really needs that AC/DC song as their theme song for AEW Dynamite. TNT. The Dynamite. Like, God, that would just fit so perfectly. So, Samoa Joe kicked off the show with a promo, and that led to Hangman Page, Kingston, Eddie Kingston, and Hook stepping in to set up a big trios match in the main event a bit later on. Claudio Castagnoli would defeat Orange Cassidy, and I was very happy with this result. As you guys know, I've always been a big fan of good old Cesaro, or Claudio as he's known as now. I'm not the biggest fan of that Orange Cassidy, so nice to see Claudio get the win here. I know some people might like that Orange Cassidy, and if you do, that's more power to you. But he doesn't really do much for me, so I'm glad they gave Claudio the W here. Mercedes Moné, the IWC's favorite wrestler, and Athena take on Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron in the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament. And obviously by my little monologue at the start of the video, yes, Mercedes Moné and Athena lost this match. I am not talking shit. They lost the match. Chris Statlander would interfere. She would attack Mercedes, and that would allow Athena to get Willow bombed, and Harley Cameron would deliver her version of like a crossroads. It just looked like a crossroads, but she calls it the finishing maneuver. Yeah, that's what they call it. It's called the finishing maneuver. So yeah, Harley Cameron pins Athena with the finishing maneuver to pin Athena and win the match. Oh, I thought this tournament was predictable. I thought this tournament was so obvious. Oh man, I thought Mercedes Hogan, Miss Creative Control, Miss Creative Control, and Athena were going to win. That's what a lot of people were saying. A lot of people were saying this tournament was predictable. Oh, they're going to give it to Mercedes Hogan and her new Hogan friend, Athena. So hilarious, man. So hilarious. Look, I only wanted Mercedes and Athena to win just so then I could listen to the fans have a whinge. But I have no problem with Athena and Mercedes not winning because Mercedes has 12 championships. And you know what's the biggest problem? Because she's got 12 championships, all of a sudden now she's now the biggest issue. She's now the biggest issue according to the fans because she's got 12 championships. Yeah, how many of those promotions, I got a question for all of you. How many of those promotions, of all the championships that Mercedes holds, of all those random titles that she holds, how many of them did you know and how many of them did you watch before Mercedes grabbed those championships? I'm pretty sure the answer is 0. CMLL, maybe. Maybe people might have known CMLL. But majority of the other titles that Mercedes has held, I am willing to bet that nobody knew these companies even existed before Mercedes captured their titles. Like, you people act like you all of a sudden care about all these other championships that Mercedes holds, but yet you've never even watched these promotions. So, again, I just think it's funny that everyone just expected Mercedes to win here. And Athena. Now, if this was WWE, they probably would have most likely won because it would have made it very obvious. But again, I have no issue with Mercedes and Athena losing this. I mean, come on, it's Harley Cameron. I love Harley Cameron. I am not going to be against Harley Cameron winning a championship. Even if it's with Willow Nightingale, someone I'm not entirely the biggest fan of. But I mean, it's Harley freaking Cameron, guys. It's Harley Cameron. She's hilarious. She's funny. She's hilarious. She's entertaining. So Harley pinned Athena. Oh, of course, Mercedes Hogan wasn't gonna get pinned. I mean, why should Mercedes randomly get pinned in a tag team match just because you people don't like seeing Mercedes ever lose? She still lost the match. Doesn't matter if she win. It doesn't matter if she's getting pinned or not. Honestly, I didn't expect Athena and Mercedes to really lose this, but if they were going to lose, but if they were not going to win the titles, then they had to lose. And honestly, I actually kind of like them as a tag team. Honestly, Mercedes and Athena, I actually really like them as a tag team. They would rule. They rule as a tag team. I think they'd be a badass tag team. So AEW announced a new championship, an AEW national title. So, okay, first of all, I will say this. They did just announce the new AEW Women's World Tag Team titles, and now they've revealed another title. Apparently they are going to be determining this champion in a casino battle royal. Now, I will be fair. I will be fair here. I've criticized WWE for all the amount of championships they've introduced, like the ID, the Evolve, the Speed. I'm not too thrilled about this. Like, I think this is a bit unnecessary. I mean, you kind of unified your Continental and your International titles with Okada, because Okada has the both of them, because they kind of unified both of them into one title that Okada has. So it kind of feels like they're trying to feel like, okay, well, we're trying to bring in another mid-card title. Well, the one that Okada has is technically a mid-card title, but yeah, I will say not the biggest fan of not the biggest fan of that, but it is what it is. So the Hurt Syndicate, they are eyeing this new title, and Ricochet continues his feud with the Hurt Syndicate. I am aware Ricochet has been feuding with them in a group with his group called The Demand. So I am very well aware of that, because I have been paying attention to AEW. I just haven't been reviewing. I don't review them every single show. Maybe I should start reviewing every single show now, because WWE is really doing a horrible job, because I'm trying not to review as much as WWE stuff now, because there's just nothing positive to really say. Darby Allin would defeat Daniel Garcia via sharpshooter, or scorpion deathlock, I guess I should say. It's still the same damn move. It's still the same damn move, just with a different name. So yeah, Darby Allin would win that match against Daniel Garcia, and Pac would come out and attack. I'm not sure if that was his return, but he does attack Darby. So there was this segment with the FTR having a bone to pick with Brodito. So FTR are kind of starting a rivalry with Brodito over the tag team titles. I kind of like to see FTR win them, but I guess we'll see where they go from there. And I think it was Brody. I think his name's Brody King, if I remember right. Or Brody Lee, whichever. I can't remember his name. But it was the Brody dude. He grabbed their manager. He grabbed their manager by the throat, which was pretty funny. Next is Mina Shirakawa taking on Megan Bayne. Now, I get a lot of people telling me I'm not entirely negative towards AEW. Well, here's a negative for you guys. I have not been happy with how they've been booking with Mina Shirakawa. I have not been liking how they've been booking her, if I'm being completely honest. I saw her lose to Tekla on Collision last week. Wasn't really the biggest fan of that either. And she takes another loss here against Megan Bayne. And look, I get it, it's Megan Bayne. She's a big, powerful girl. She's supposed to be like their powerhouse heel, their monster heel, basically. You know, like a Brock Lesnar. I'm not gonna say Nia Jax, because Nia Jax sucks. She's like that big, powerful monster heel and all that. But Toni Storm's beaten her. I think Toni Storm is still the only person that's beaten her. I don't think I've seen Megan Bayne lose a match since that one match that Toni Storm had with her. I think out of that one time when Toni Storm beat her, I don't think I've ever seen anyone else pin Megan Bayne. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's very rare to see her lose. She's being built up as that monster heel, and I don't have a problem with it. But Mina has been on the losing end quite a lot. She's been on the losing end quite a lot, and I wish they'd kind of have Mina win more. And yeah, I kind of want them to have Mina win more. So I'm not entirely a big fan of how Mina has been booked lately. Like I said, she lost to Tekla on a Collision that I remember watching. And then she lost again here to Megan Bayne. So there you go. For people who say I don't criticize AEW, there's your criticism. And also the whole, that national title thing they brought in, wasn't entirely a fan of that either. So yeah, for those who say I'm too positive about AEW, there's a few negatives right there. But the main event was the Ops, Samoa Joe and his boys, Hobbs and the other guy, I'm not sure, can't remember his name. They took on Hangman Page, Eddie Kingston, and Hook for the AEW Trios Tag Team titles. I think out of all the titles that is utterly useless, I have to say it's the Trios, because I'm not entirely the biggest fan. Look, WWE have so many damn factions. WWE could use this title more than AEW, because WWE has so many factions. WWE has so many damn factions, they could utilize these titles better. They could utilize those titles better because they've got so many damn factions. They have so many damn factions and groups. But regardless, I'm not the biggest fan of the Trios tags. I think they're kind of useless. But Samoa Joe's team retained their titles. It was Hobbs who used a torture rack to submit Hook. And that's basically AEW. That's Dynamite. That's Dynamite. This was just a rapid, quick one. It wasn't gonna, take a while like I usually do with WWE because oh my god, I go through these a lot more quicker than WWE. But yeah, there's just not a whole lot to really say, other than I just think it's funny that fans thought Mercedes and Athena was gonna win the whole tournament because it's so darn predictable. But then AEW decided to say, we're going to pull a swerve and have Athena take the clean loss to Harley Cameron because Chris Statlander gets involved and all that. And Chris Statlander gets involved and they're building up to blood and guts. and also to Full Gear. So that's really fun. So definitely looking forward to more Dynamite. Hopefully I can start reviewing these a whole lot more, because outside of the few negatives that I mentioned, I do enjoy these shows. I do enjoy the shows and all that, and I think Dynamite is definitely a far better improvement over anything Raw and SmackDown has provided. So that's all I've got for this Dynamite review, guys. And hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.